Hello, my name is Riley O'Neill. This is the final project for Business Law, BUL 3130, at the University of Central Florida with Professor Guerra. I hope I didn't butcher that name. For my project, I decided to choose the company Boardwalk Bowl Entertainment Center. Boardwalk Bowl has been one of my favorite companies since I got to UCF. I started bowling around 3 years ago there. I joined a bowling league, and I really liked it. Boardwalk Bowl has 2 other locations in Orlando, Airport Bowl and Aloma Bowl. Boardwalk has 80 lanes for bowling. It is over 100,000 square feet, and it is the largest bowling center in the Southeast. Boardwalk also has an arcade, a comedy show, 2 bars, and a zombie shooting range. For my interview, I interviewed Mr. Jeff Stevanis. He's the Senior Vice President of Management. So first, I talked to Mr. Stevanis about choice of business entity. He told me Boardwalk Bowl was an LLC, a limited liability corporation. I asked him why they decided to do this. He said LLCs, when you form an LLC, you don't subject yourself to double taxation, and you don't have to deal with a lot of excessive paperwork that you would otherwise have to deal with. And both of those were avoided when they became an LLC. Second was contracts. The firm's most important contract was with Brunswick. Brunswick Bowling, they work with closely. They get special deals if they're exclusive to their brand. So that, they pay millions of dollars worth of pins, oil, bowling balls, and they get cheaper deals if they stay exclusive to Brunswick, the brand. They also work in partnership with Budweiser, so they have neon signs above the bar that says Budweiser. They serve Bud Light, and all the Budweiser beers. I asked Mr. Stevanis about intellectual property, to which he told me that they really didn't have much. I said, anything from a trade secret, patents, copyrights, trademarks. And he said, not really. They do have a kind of a slogan that is, they are a family-friendly entertainment center. And that is all. But I told him that's more of a slogan or a motto, not a trademark. So they did not really have any intellectual property. As far as agents, they have comedians that work at the comedy club Bonkers. They are part of a 2-year non-compete clause. So if they stop working with each other for any reason, Boardwalk cannot hire any other comedians to work that bar for another 2 years. They also have a cleaning crew that they hired, an independent contractor that comes in after the doors are closed. They clean the place out before the manager locks the door at the end of the night, and they do that every night. For litigation, I talked to Mr. Stevanis about this and asked what lawsuits they have been in the past and currently are in right now. He told me that about 90% of the cases that they are sued for are slip and fall cases. He said usually it's the elderly, and when I asked how often they win those cases, he said they usually lose all of them. He said this is anything from tripping over people laying out bowling bags, slipping on the oil on the lanes, and a couple other reasons. I also asked about DUIs. I know that recently people have been suing bars for having bartenders that let drunk patrons leave their facility. And he said that they haven't had any of those yet because they have very well-trained staff that has not let anyone, they cut people off as soon as they think they're too drunk. As far as ethics, he says that they stay committed to making sure every member of their staff is well-trained to make sure that their customers are safe as well as the staff. He said they also are big on fair opportunity. They have over 100 different employees from all different races and backgrounds. Thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the class. It was very interesting. So give this a thumbs up, and thank you very much.